Welcome to Bari Chats with Nina
and Pam
of Bari-Bestiez.
No sugarcoating here. We are talking bariatric life in all its realness.
The wins,
Setbacks,
food noise,
grief,
regain,
self-care,
nutrition,
movement,
motivation,
and mindset.
So if you are ready for honest, empowering conversations, you are in the right place.
We are serving straight up truth about our experience as bariatric patients.
So grab your water, your courage, and remember, we are stronger together.
Hey, Bestie.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. We just both ate dinner, so
Yeah.
recommend.
What did we have for dinner?
We had burger with sweet potato fries.
I was like, is she telling me to drink?
No, I was just getting it out of the way.
Yeah.
Um,
You're not eating much though.
I'm not. So it's really weird how things have changed. So I am on Wegovy. I'm on a GLP-1, and I have to eat protein first now, or I may not eat enough. And so, but the only other thing I'm doing is, and I'll show this, is I'm taking the metabolic G3A, which is insulin resistance and glucose support.
Mine's in my shopping cart right now.
And that's from ProCare. And by the way, put Bari-Bestiez, all one word, Bari-Bestiez in checkout, and you get 15% off.
ProCareNow.com.
That's correct. But this, if you're not on a GLP-1, you can use it as well, because Pam's not a GLP-1 user. And it has an appetite suppressant in it. And let me tell you, that stuff works. So I took it for a month. I did 1 capsule a day as instructed on here. But then I reached out to their marketing department because we were just chit-chatting. And I said, listen, I'd like to know more about this. I said, it's kind of working. She goes, well, you're supposed to ramp up. So you go from 1 pill to 2 pills. But then when you get to maintenance, then you back it down to 1 pill, and then you can wean yourself off.
So for the first 30 days, you did once a day. What time of day did you take it?
Morning.
Morning.
Absolutely. They actually recommend it in the morning because it's a meal. It's a appetite suppressant. So you want to take it first thing in the morning, and then
On an empty stomach.
I take it before I eat. Yeah. Doesn't say you have to, but yeah.
Is this one of those where you take it and you have to drink 8 ounces of water or anything like that, or is it just
take it?
Okay. I always struggle with those because like I can't drink 8 ounces of water right now.
Yeah, I literally take it. I take it with my regular medicine, my supplements, and my vitamins and all that stuff in the morning. I don't take my multivitamin in the morning. I just take my other supplements and any medication that I have because I have also a thyroid issue. So I have to wait a certain amount of hours between things. This I can take an hour after my thyroid medicine.
I used to take my multivitamin first thing in the morning. And I've switched everything up. I take my calcium in the morning and the afternoon, early afternoon. And then I take my multivitamin at night before I go to bed.
I do too. One of the reasons is because, and I don't know if that's why you're doing it, but the iron that we need, because we're taking the one with iron.
Absorbs.
Calcium absorbs it.
I can't remember why I started taking them at night. Now I know.
Yeah, calcium pretty much just absorbs it to where the iron doesn't do what it needs to do. So you
I understood the assignment. I just did not remember what it was.
But so yeah, my appetite is really limited, which I appreciate because before I had bariatric surgery, I was one of those people that never felt full.
I remember that feeling.
It was just like I never felt like I couldn't take another bite. I never had that completely full sensation. So and my doctors told me it happens. It's what is it? The ghrelin? What's that? When you have bariatric surgery, the first year, I think it's called ghrelin or something like that.
The hunger cue.
It goes.
I don't remember the.
Yeah.
Starts with a G. That's all I know.
It's ghrelin, and I'm just wondering if I'm saying it right. But anyway, for that first year after bariatric surgery, I had no hunger. I was never hungry.
That was so nice.
It was so nice. It was just like,
the honeymoon phase.
oh man, hit like 18 months, 2 years, somewhere in there, and all of a sudden you're like, I'm hungry again. What the heck?
What is that?
It's like, I don't want this
Yeah,
back.
I was convinced. I didn't. I was convinced that I was never going to be hungry again.
I know, right? I know. But my doctor, the first doctor I saw about that situation was like, it's just in your head.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah. He was just like, it's just in your head. You can decide when you're full. You can decide. Da, da, da. And I'm like, yeah, that's nice in your world, but in my world, that doesn't
We
work.
didn't understand. We didn't know what you have your hunger cues. We
Mhm.
didn't understand the different kind of
Right.
hunger cues. And I know that OSLP way back, they did, I think it was 5 stages of hunger. And
Yeah.
I think I shared that
Mhm.
in one of our calls too. I have the notes somewhere, but there's, I think, 5 different kinds of hunger. And forgive me, I cannot remember them right off the top of my head right now.
But I know one of the two that right off is your real hunger versus your head hunger.
Yes.
But it's also understanding when your head hunger is making you feel hungry or making you think you feel hungry versus when the actual hunger cues are.
Yeah.
And that was a big deal. But I can go, we went to lunch, we got a burger. I took 2 bites. And when I say bites, they were small.
And we do not eat the bread.
No, we don't eat the bread. If it comes with bread, it just gets pulled off.
Yeah, it's to absorb the grease.
To absorb the grease, that is correct. But then we heated it up for dinner tonight, and I took 2 bites again. It wasn't even, I haven't even eaten a half yet.
No.
So now, is that good? Probably not, but I think
the burgers were good.
Oh, they're thick. Yeah, they're thick. But I had my shake this morning, so my body's still running on that, and
Yeah.
I feel better, as in I feel more in control of my food now, where I was starting to slip back into that grazing and snacking, and when my head said I was hungry, go feed it.
I have to be careful with that.
Yeah.
I cannot keep any type of snack or anything I can graze with. I cannot keep it out.
Yeah.
It has to be in the cupboard.
Mine does
I love
too.
everything in containers, jars, whatever, but it can't be sitting out, because if I walk past it,
you'll just grab it.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it and keep going. And I am a snacker. I'm a grazer, and I could go all day long and not eat a full meal, but I could snack.
Graze. Yeah. So in my office, I have a home office, so I have my kitchen on the other side, so I could easily go to my kitchen, but I have things that I will keep for my office time, and then I have stuff for after, and it's my way of breaking things up. So I keep my protein bars in my cupboard, and I have a cabinet in my office. I keep some nuts in there, prepackaged, and they're already they already have the servings and all that. And I just find that that's easier for when I'm at work. But I do stop at lunch and go in my kitchen and make a meal. And I come in there at with breakfast.
My desk drawer at work, one of my desk drawers, when you when you open it, has protein shakes. And I'll take 1 or 2 out every once in a while and put them in the refrigerator in the kitchen. But I have my protein shakes, my protein bars. What else do I have? Oh, the meat sticks. I have chomps. I even have Slim Jims. When
you do what you got to do.
But I have the First Form.
I love
buy
First Form.
those.
Yeah.
And
it's so nice to be able to go to their place and figure.
Great.
That was great. That was amazing. OSLP with JBY. That was one of the benefits we got to go.
2027 can't come fast enough.
I know, it's like way too far away. I'm like, really? We have to wait 2 years? Not right.
But I remember how much work,
oh my gosh,
that they put into it, and just listening to them talk about the details. But then we were there to experience the behind the scenes.
Once we saw it, it was like, wow. Now
it was big. What does that say? That's our Hollywood.
It's our Hollywood. we totally enjoyed it. Yeah. And we will go as long as we keep getting invited. So we enjoy that. But I think I'm in that place now. So I'm 3 years out. I'll be 3 years out next month. Next month is
September.
August 30th.
I thought it was September.
August 30th.
Okay.
Is my anniversary, my 3-year anniversary of my VSG, the sleeve. And I started getting all those hunger cues again. And I'm like, no. And I just got tired of it.
It scared me.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, I feel like, because all of a sudden you're questioning yourself, am I really hungry? And of course they say eat protein first, drink water.
Mhm.
If 30 minutes later you're still hungry, eat protein. If you're still hungry, have a meal. But by then you should have satiated some of it between the water and the protein. But I'm to the point now I have to eat every 3 hours ish. And I used to do that in the beginning of the surgery. I mean the journey.
That's kind of with me, 2.5 to 3 hours.
Mhm.
It depends on what I eat.
Yeah.
If I have good solid protein and I don't have a lot of fillers, as I call them,
Mhm.
I can go 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like when we ate that first half of the burger,
Mhm.
at what time was that?
You got here so about 11:30, I think, maybe 12.
11:30, 12 o'clock.
And now it's 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and I just know I ate the other half. So, and we had a protein bar in between there
after we had done the
Yeah,
room.
so about
Mhm.
3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just find that if I'm doing that every 3 hours and I'm finding a way to get up and just stand or move at my desk, it definitely helps. But
And I also had 2 cups of coffee somewhere in between there too, and my water.
yes, we definitely keep our water very close. So what are some ways that you have found that when you are having that head hunger, and I know sometimes we give in.
Mhm.
Lord knows we all do at some point or another. But what are some things that you have found that help you when you're having head hunger, not real hunger, but you end up eating? I mean, we do it. We all do it. What's your first go-to?
Get away from the food. Get up and move.
Okay.
Leave the space.
Okay.
If I'm at home, I
Mhm.
go outside or go for a drive or hey, I
Need to get out.
get in the car and let's run out and do something.
Mhm.
Or I will, if I'm at work, it's a lot easier. I just get myself involved in something.
Okay.
I have my snacks on my desk. I also kind of keep them in the drawer. I don't get them out and let them sit in front of me anymore. That was something I used to do. Have them in my little corner.
Oh.
And they were right there in my face all day long. Like,
Yes. Oh my gosh.
but yeah, I just get up and I walk. I, get involved in something else. Go irritate one of my teachers. But I do know that there are certain snacks that will help me get through that hunger, and it's my raw veggies.
Okay.
So if I absolutely can't fight it any longer, I will grab, I always do the bell peppers and a little bit of hummus, or I'll do cucumbers, fresh tomatoes. I keep it very simple, and usually I can eat 2 or 3 little strips of bell pepper or something. No protein in any of that, but it's still a good choice. It's healthy. It's good for my body, and it'll go away. I'm fine. Do you have any go-tos like that?
So for me,
that are not protein based.
To be honest, I really try to make everything protein
But
based.
if you're not hungry and it's just head hunger.
I go to the popcorn. I
used to go to that a lot.
Yeah, I have those little purple bags of what is it, the kettle chick boom pop or something like that. Those are my go-tos. They're $1 a bag. So when I go to the dollar store and I get them, I keep a couple in my cupboard.
Those two. I have what is it I have?
Oh, you've got the skinny pops.
The skinny pops. I have the skinny pops in little miniature bags. And this week was the first time I had popcorn in a long time.
Okay.
But what started it was we had parents making donations for our popcorn
Okay.
in our carnival. one of our classrooms did the popcorn
Mhm.
and sold it to the parents and
Which is
teachers.
so cool.
We had so much fun, but it brought popcorn back into my
Mhm.
head. So I stopped to put gas on my car and I went in Sheets and got one of those little skinny pops, and that was it. I had that one. And then yesterday during the carnival, I
Yeah.
had two of the little miniature bags.
Mhm.
But still, three bags of popcorn in a week.
The other thing that I like to do is I keep fruit in the house. I keep
Mm-hmm.
pears or an apple, and I'll pair it with cheese or
Oh, yeah.
So I try to do that, or I have peanut butter with the apple.
Mhm.
That gives it a little protein, but I do like to have fruit. I like to have 1 or 2 a day of fruit.
I eat an apple a day.
Mm-hmm.
You've known it. I've always done that
Yeah.
since I was able to eat apples, which was about 6 to 8 months out.
Mm-hmm.
I have an apple a day, and used to it was usually that 10 a.m. mark,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'll grab it just anytime during the day. I love taking the sugar-free Cool Whip
Mm-hmm.
and the PB2 powder.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes I will put like a little bit of cinnamon,
Mm-hmm.
or I will use the skinny syrups,
Mm-hmm.
just a pump or two of those to give it some flavor, and I'll dip my apple in that.
That's good too.
Yeah.
The other thing I like is olives. Like I'll do
Oh,
olives or pickles.
yes.
Sometimes I'll have a hard-boiled egg and I'll cut it in half, and I don't cut it long ways. I cut it like
Yeah,
it's
I
odd.
guess you do that.
Yeah, I cut it
Yeah.
that way to where it's short, not
Yeah.
long. And then I put my pickle on, or I put a little bit, a dab of mustard and a pickle on it. Oh, that thing
Yeah.
is so good. And everybody's like, "What is that?" It
That's
is,
so good.
it
And we
is
got
delicious.
that from
Lisa.
Lisa.
I can't remember her.
And
Auntie Lisa.
so I have the Auntie Lisa,
Uh-huh.
but then I do the Tiffany plate, and I think I mentioned
Yes.
that to you the other day because, when I do my Tiffany plate, of course, it's on like a little saucer.
Uh-huh.
And I sent you a picture, and you're like, "What's that? What's a Tiffany plate? Why do you call it a Tiffany plate?" And I know what you were thinking now. My assistant director's
Yeah.
name's Tiffany. No, but like the other day, I had it, and I had the, my goodness, I had carrot, and I had a
It was like a turkey wrap or something like that.
wrap, turkey and cheese wrap,
Uh-huh.
and half of a boiled egg,
Mm-hmm.
and my mustard, just a tablespoon of cottage cheese, and then I had the what is it called? The little help me out. Hearts of palm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
hearts of
It was
palm.
called.
I had a
I don't
half of
need
one
it
of
for that one.
those because they're about that big.
Yeah,
You have to get them in the glass jar, or
I gotcha.
they're mushy. But I couldn't even eat the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It took me like, I ate maybe a third of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then put it in the refrigerator, and then 2 or 3 hours later.
And that's exactly how it should be. I mean, just having the snack.
Yeah.
I mean, you have your meal, your breakfast. You should be having a snack, a lunch, a snack, a dinner. And for my husband laughed at me at first, but now he's gotten so used to it. I like to still have an evening snack. It's just a habit of
Mhm.
mine, but I will take a protein yogurt, a Greek yogurt, and I will take either almonds or the granola with protein in it
Mhm.
and put it in there, which will get me up to 20 grams of protein. So I'm still getting protein, but I'm also kind of having a nighttime sweet snack, but
Yeah.
it fuels me through the evening.
I love doing that with the Greek yogurt.
Yeah.
I did have I did have to stop with the cookie butter
Yeah.
granola. It was protein, but it was, yeah.
Just too
I
much.
think it was part of my gain.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's just so good. So I just stopped buying it.
I got
stopped
you.
buying it. I went back to my coconut granola, coconut based.
I still have the
You
bag.
still have a bag.
I still have your bag that you gave me.
I gave it to you, JBY.
It's still here.
Oh my goodness.
It's April and it's still here.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
so when it comes to meals at work, I hear a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm just so tired of the same thing," or "I don't like to meal prep, but I need to have something that's easy to go." Nurses that are constantly on the go.
Yes.
You know, what
And
are some
it's probably
things?
one of the toughest professions to to eat every 2.5 to 3 hours
It
as a
is.
bariatric patient because, like me, I'm a preschool director. I'm always moving and going, but I also have an office and I have a desk
Yes.
and I can stop and have a snack.
Excuse me.
If I was a nurse, nurses are
They're constantly on the go.
on their feet nonstop, and they're lucky if they get that 30-minute lunch break.
So we've had a
And
couple
they're
of
not
nurses.
starting or something.
Right. We've had a couple of nurses in our group, and they've asked, and we went and actually talked to our bariatric group to find out, our bariatric surgeon's office, because they have nurses as well. And one of the things they said is keep the protein shake in the fridge, keep some cheese, keep a bar, but to go in, take a sip, go do what you gotta do, come back, take another, because you can't gulp it. So you're just having to have a pit stop on your way around. And if the nurse's station has a small refrigerator, some do, some don't, you can do something like that. Otherwise, you really have to plan it. I mean, like you said, it is the hardest position, I think, to have a job in that, especially in the first year.
And nurses do 12-hour shifts now.
They do 12-hour shifts.
3 12s or something like that.
Yeah, they do that, but also they're on their feet on a constant, so they're getting their movement in.
And it's not like they can, walk around with a handful of almonds or something, in their pocket. They've got to be sanitary and
right. So it's just, that was one thing I've had a couple people ask, and I know we did a little bit of research, but truly it's just about planning and communicating with your upper staff, letting them know, hey, I've had this surgery, I still have to eat, and I'm just going to bypass and stop and pick a swig and off I go,
And
or a bite.
This past Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
Randy and I said, we're meal prepping this week, both of us.
I love that
And
now.
we got everything out and we split it up and we did our what do they call the bento boxes?
Yeah.
I have bento boxes. I have all kinds of different things. And I buy those, looks like the little, the condiment cups with the lids on them.
Yeah.
I keep those. I buy those from Amazon. I have a sleeve of those that I'm still using that I bought before, the week before I had surgery.
They have them at the dollar store now for $1.25 for a pack of like 20.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I definitely got my money's worth.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But I think that's great. One thing I do for my husband and I is on Sundays I do our boiled eggs. I do our turkey egg bites. I will
You do the meat and cheese roll-ups.
I do the meat and cheese roll-ups.
I did those too. And I had them in the little Ziplocs. I did 2 rolls per Ziploc.
Yep.
And I put them in my little container in the refrigerator, and that was the best thing I ever did. I ate those all week. I even had them for breakfast in the morning. I was like, I need some protein.
My husband gets upset when I don't make them. He's like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to have?
Randy likes them now too.
Yeah.
And he's eating the boiled eggs.
Billy
still can't talk him into the mustard, the pickle, and also do the
Billy won't do it either.
That seasoning I do. The
everything but the season. Oh, you're talking about
the crunch. Goodness, can't remember.
That's all right. You can tell
I'll
us
post this someday.
But yeah, I mean, my husband, so both of our husbands are non-bariatric. My husband is extremely overweight, where her husband has a little belly. He got a little Buddha belly.
Ain't that little.
He got a little Buddha belly. You put my husband beside your husband, he got a little baby Buddha belly. But he was a Marine, so you know.
Oh, what'd you say?
He is a Marine. Excuse me. Sorry, Randy. But my husband has a sedentary. I mean, he does work in the outside a lot. He moves a lot of furniture. He moves a lot of equipment. But then he gets inside of a piece of equipment and works for hours too. So sometimes he's sitting, sometimes he's moving. But after the loss of his son is when he gained his weight. And then, of course, COVID was during all that time, so we didn't really do anything or go anywhere. And then
it was a tough time for everyone. Do you feel he's an emotional eater, though?
He has to have emotions first to be an emotional eater. I'm just kidding, honey. But
no, she's not.
You were bad this week. So anyway, no, I think he just mindless eats. Like I have a big jar of almonds, perfectly healthy for you. Every time he walks by, he grabs a
He grabs a
handful.
handful.
I'm like, honey, you know,
You
but
get 10,
10 a day
10 almonds.
per day, per day. But anyway, you know, he's starting his GLP-1 journey. I'm very excited.
for that.
I am. He's starting Ozempic on Monday. We pick it up tomorrow, so I'm very, very
We get
excited.
to follow him on his journey.
Yes, and to get it from a man's perspective, I'm excited to. He's perfectly fine with us interviewing. We'll have to bring another chair in here, and he'll
We'll
probably
put him right here, front and center.
yeah, right in the middle.
We'll make him stand.
No, he'll stand behind me. That's what he'll do. That's what he always does. But you know, I'm really excited for him, you know, because my biggest concern has already have been extremely overweight. And I weighed more than he does now. So I was 364. He's right there at the 290, which doesn't seem bad, but he's all stomach.
Yeah.
He's all cortisol. And he's gonna be mad that I said this, but he's been classified diabetic now, which is not good for what he does. So that's why they were able to get him on Ozempic because of the insulin resistance situation. So very excited about that. But you know, I'm one of these people that, you know, I believe that if you've got tools that you can use, whether it be bariatric surgery, a GLP-1, you know, you know, anti-hunger. I can't think of the word right now. My brain just went.
Appetite suppressant.
Appetite suppressant. See,
I'm sitting
tired.
here going.
But I'm one of these people that believe you use what you need to get to the goal that you want to get healthier. Because here's my thing. All the people that are already smaller and they have never been through this, they are going to say what they want to say to make you feel bad about it because they like people being fat. So
That
they have
faze me.
well, they have somebody
They
to
used
pick.
to.
They have somebody to pick on.
Yeah.
They have somebody to judge.
But that says more about their life
It
than
does.
mine.
It does. But that's why I'm one of these people. I'm like, you use the tools you want to use. Also, water with sugar-free flavoring is not juice. It is water flavor.
That's right. It's still water.
It's still water. And let me tell you what, all I drink is that and unsweet and like a green tea at night. And that's it. So I'm gonna have my flavor.
Yes. You know, I want to, you know, sometimes like weight and health, you know, it's hereditary.
Yes.
I'm going to read something to you that I took a picture of this week, and I'm sorry, but it's about my dad, but
No,
it's going to crack you up.
Yeah.
I was like, I got cheated on the genes here. My dad just turned 81, April 20th, and you know, I was at his house, and he had just had blood work and all kinds of things done, and I come across, I slipped down, it was his medication was given from his doctor, and underneath it had all of his stats. 81 years old. Okay, this is my dad, and I, you know, bariatric patient, 364 pounds, obese, you know, had it all. His blood pressure was 143/67.
Perfect.
BMI was 25.28. It gets better. His height, he's 6'1". His weight was 191 and 9.3 ounces.
Wow.
No temperature. Pulse was 62, respiration 16, oxygen saturation was 96%.
81. He is
81 years
he's in
old.
perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I did those same tests on my husband,
Yeah. We're on ourselves. Yes.
Can you believe that?
That's amazing.
And I'm sorry for putting it out there. Was that too personal?
I mean, it's just it shows
HIPAA log. But I think it's amazing.
at 81 years old, and he is when I've met him in person. He's his physique is very good for an 81-year-old man.
Yes.
I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah.
You know,
he's handsome. He's still, you know, got some muscle tone.
Mhm.
He still mows his own
He still
lawn,
works.
and, yeah, he still works. Right now, he's
and I
very
think
healthy.
that's what we are trying to have. That's our goal, is to be at 81 in our best part of
Yes.
our lives.
But he is still a little Debbie. He's addicted to little babies.
I swear it's got to be that genre, because my grandfather was the same way. The difference was my grandfather was 600 pounds when he passed. So I think that's amazing. And I think one thing we can take from all of this that we've kind of discussed is, because we started with that I haven't had much of an appetite, to, all this other stuff, but every person's journey is completely different. Use the tools that you have. What you use, I don't care. There's zero judgment from the Bari-Bestiez. There is zero judgment, because if it works for you, let it work for you. Use it. Get your movement in, get your protein in. Make sure, especially if you're like me and like right now, I just don't have an appetite. If I don't get my protein in first and all I'm getting in is my veggies, then I'm going to have other issues like muscle loss and things like that.
But what does that remind you of? That first year.
That first year. That's what I feel like right now.
If we did not eat that 3 to 4 ounces of protein, that was it. We were done.
And I'll be honest,
how we lost our weight.
I'll be honest, I'm on 2 of these a day right now. The metabolic G3A, and I feel like I'm in my first year again.
I love it.
That restriction, it's the
restriction. Overnight those to Pam.
But I don't know if everybody may be different. Each person's different. Everybody's metabolic setup is different. But right now that is working for me.
I love it.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
So on that note, Bari-Bestiez, we're going to say bye. Protein first. Get your movement in. Take your supplements.
Yes, please do.
And reach out.
And reach out when you need it. Have a good one.
Bye.
That's a wrap on Bari Chatz. Besties, it's time to close the mic for now.
Thank you for joining us on this journey of honesty, laughter, and all things bariatric.
Through the highs, the lows, the food noise, and the NSVs.
We hope you found connection, inspiration, and maybe even an aha moment along the way.
So follow and subscribe Bari-Bestiez on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
Want a behind-the-scenes up-close action? Join us on YouTube and don't miss a moment.